Alright. It's time to take down Red Maw. And figured since they've made a big deal out of this machine, we should go ahead and do it.
Letting the Asaram take their balls?
So we're done here. 3. We're gonna fast travel. You guys playing, huh? Puppy sitting again. Stormbird and Thunderjaw really didn't take me that long. I was reading up on the Frozen Wilds DLC and I heard it's a hell of a lot more difficult than the base game. So, kind of scared and looking forward to it at the same time.
Saving these for the trail.
How much did Assis pay you?
That sounds like her. I'd have to ditch something.
Thank you. I should have seen this coming. Of course he would hire men to keep...
Where's Assis now?
He's gone after Red Maw. This way. Hurry!
Why is Assis going after Red Maw alone?
Vanity. He doesn't want to share credit for the kill with his brush. My sponsor did the same. Went after Red Maw alone out of pride. Even though he knew we needed to unseat Assis.
I'm still on my controller mic right now. I'm charging my headset as we speak, so we'll start the Frozen Wilds DLC out.
I'm not sure where Assis and Red Maw went from here.
I can follow their tracks. This way. Red Maw destroyed these trees.
I fear we're too late. The Tarkus arrived in time to see him die. There he is. Red Maw.
Assis is holding his own.
He did.
Was holding his own. Well, we have our work cut out for us.
wind out of him. He's half done.
What are you wanting about, P? What are you wanting about? Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you're such a good puppy. Yes, you are.
By the sun, we did it! Hello there, beautiful. We make a great team.
And now, you're the Sunhawk.
About that.
That wasn't too bad.
T'Lana, he's still alive.
Out of the way, Nora. Filth.
You're done. The Lodge is finally free of your influence.
I kept it alive. In dark times.
No. You buried it. Along with my father's memory.
I should have let you fight Redmore first. To soften him up. Damn.
Here lies the Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. It's almost a shame.
After all that, you're gonna weep for him.
Oh no. I just wish I could have seen his face when I succeeded him.
Okay then.
Meet me back at the Hunter's Lodge, if you have the time. I have a feeling the new Sunhawk wants to welcome you.
Yeah. Beanie. What are you doing, Sweet Pea? What are you doing? Just rebuilding my potion stock, or my health pouch, whatever you want to call it. Fast travel.
Save these for the trail. Goodbye, quiet approach.
Fast traveling.
Too far this time. Dervahl should die for his crimes.
Too much Oseram influenced the palace.
Hawk Radavin Khan Padish, cherished brother, and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father. Let their memory and sacrifice be a beacon for all hunters, all people to follow. Look, a memorial to my father and brother, and all the men who died in the Sun Ring. You made this possible, Aloy. Thank you.
Rose through the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge and helped Tawana defeat Red Maw.
So, what's it like to be Sunhawk?
It feels like sunrise after a long night. I'm in your debt. You'll always have a special home here, if you want it.
What happens now, in the lodge?
As Sunhawk, I've made sure we invite prospective members based on ability and drive, regardless of Carja blood. This lodge will be a stale bastion of the old regime no longer.
What was that prayer you were saying when I first came in? I didn't hear all of it.
O great sun, make treaty with the moon to give our fallen quiet rest. Furnish them with the armor of your brazen heat. Give them shafts of sunlight for spears. Illuminate the path to the skies for each one of them. Hawk Gravid Khan Morza, Hawk Sarav Khan Pir, Hawk Usalin Karn Jagir, Hawk Kulasiv Khan Savali, Hawk Bradavin Khan brother, and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father. Let their memory and sacrifice be.
Well,
Thank you, Aloy.
Alright, so... all we need is the final mission. And then the DLC.
A woman is Sunhawk of the Lodge. The sun has risen on a new day.
So go ahead and do the final mission first. I mean, I think I got everything. Let's just look at her quest. Yeah, before I do this, I'm gonna check it. Alright, let's just check to make sure. We need the traders, bounty, please candidate. Means candidate, okay. Got that. A moment's peace. A moment's peace. Daughter's done. That, yep. Sun and shadow. Do that. Honor the fallen. That sunstone rock. Okay, and then 2 errands. The hunting for the lodge. And deadliest game. Okay. We got a lot of the data points too. The ones in the world, obviously, I didn't do too much about. But
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Do we have to finish the whole quest, or do I just need to start it? I mean, it was a pretty fun mission, but it would be cool if I didn't have to do it all over again.
Aloy.
A threat. Healus within. Though it's it will. We can't.
I'm trying.
Meridian.
Perhaps? Yes.
And have this.
Aloy. If we're to fight
Then you have.
even a king now.
I don't know.
We just fast read all the talk and we don't listen to it all again. I'm not going to do all the optional talks.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
What are you doing? Run with my shoe. Nope.
Ah, Aloy. Word was spot. Don't.
I suppose.
Exact. So, otherwise.
What did we do to deserve this? They say the Karja and Shadow have machines with them. Terrible machines. Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
How did you, Rost?
All allies joined. Platinum Trophy.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King of...
I kind of want to just back out.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Hey, stop eating my shoe. Hey, stop eating my shoe. No. No.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do what she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Well, let's just see. I'm not quite here. And see if it puts me right back into that mission. Or if I can... We'll see what happens. Let's make sure. Yeah, I don't know why I'm making sure. Alright, it's time for the Frozen Wilds.
We can't stay here. The enemy is
Alright,
marching on the
give me
city.
just a minute. I'm gonna, since this will probably require my focus, Puppy's gonna go down for a little nap. They've been playing for about an hour. Beanie, you ready for a little nap? Alright. Map.
Hold, won't it?
Let's do it. I have never played this before, so a lot of times with DLC, I'm just kind of done with the game after the main story. So I don't do a lot of DLC typically. I obviously do all the DLC in Mass Effect, did all the DLC in Spider-Man, but alright, before we get into this, let's look at all the trophies we need for the Frozen Wild. Survive the Shaman's Pass. Challenge our attack at the Frost Figures. Successfully assaulted Thunder's Drum. Drove out the threat. Completely drained Floodwater. Met Ikari. Acquired improved versions of 3 weapons. Complete all side quests and errands. Complete the Tallneck Bandit Camp and Hunting Ground in the Cut. Applied modification. You've killed 5 enemies using Dismount Strike skill. Mount repair. Machine repair on 5 different machines. Killed 15 Scorchers. Killed 10 Frost. Okay, so it's basically just playing the game and then reach level 60. Nothing too crazy. Main story is 8 hours. 13 hours. So we're not even going to get close to finishing this today, but that's okay.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
So it's about 8 hours for the main story of the DLC and about 13 hours for total completion.
This one's a new predator. See the heat coming off it.
Fuck this. Jesus, fuck! I heard these guys suck, by the way. When I was reading it up, I mean, everyone said it's much harder. A lot of people said those machines are the worst. We're not even to the fucking... That's pretty cool.
That'll help. Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
To be Banuk is to know that death may rise up to meet you.
Must be something big going on.
In times like these,
Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Let's go ahead and save it.
Fallen hunters reach the blue light.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Did the glint hunts just take them away?
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. It frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Ourea. spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Araya vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin, like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered, like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave, or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold
The snow falling looks really cool.
filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Araya is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Araya found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Araya's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Araya came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as Melon. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No, independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Ourea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Oh, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Ourea or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
Good hunters in this Wirac. Happy to count myself among them.
Bandits cower at Stone Yield because they are too afraid
Alright,
to face the
so...
Banuk directly.
The white teeth have come to the cut. Not every day you see one of the great Wiracs.
Sakuli's paintings
Give me
distract
just a
us.
second here,
We should be
sorry.
focused on more pressing matters.
Pleasant days.
Let's get a side mission.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the Old Ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the Old Ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
So the waters came fast.
One day there was no rain.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Deep Din, silenced by rising waters. No more music. Flood stopped.
Alright, we got another side quest.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how machines. I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
No, let's talk to this person first, since it's optional.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Ourea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
You're set on going...
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Before the bandits came, Stone Yield had a certain beauty to it.
Alright. This is a pretty big area of the map by itself, so...
Outlander, wait a moment. That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Alright. So, secret shard.
Look to the frozen torment.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keep them together.
I can't spare the weight. Fresh as it comes. Outlanders. Carja Outlanders.
How did he get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
Never let anyone say the Carja slack off. As the Sun witnesses, we put our backs in.
Safe to sit here, but head into the Outlands and a machine will get you.
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. All the winters coming at once. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need?
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
All right. You want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Alright. So we gotta kill something, destroy the override tower. I'm gonna try to override it.
You are quite the warrior.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Ourea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the Ice Rasps. You'll have to walk the Shaman's Path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the Shaman's Path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergen told me you're Ourea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Ourea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me. An aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Ourea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Ourea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this Shaman's Path?
Go to the Ice Rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Ourea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right, I guess I'm off to the Ice Rasps to find this Shaman's Path.
Let's do this.
Keep that for later. This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. Must be the entrance to this den. Just go about your business. These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above. Tuck that away. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the dent? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
It's okay. Like, how do we want to start this farewell thingy? We might be the last Satchel people to ever see this place. Yeah. Yes, you know, so...
another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning the lock positions. Helpful. Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. Someone's been through here. Not that long ago, maybe. Are you alright?
Is that who I think it is? Oh, it's not. Okay, never mind.
Don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed.
I don't think that's him.
But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Eldon. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operating in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
So, this guy is either the same guy or related to a guy in Forbidden West, where you have to collect these artifacts.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use.
We'll just
I'll
have
take
to...
care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I thought I saw some kind of tunnel up there. Might provide a means to try to get up.
I'm so tempted to look it up, but I want to save that revelation for when I play Forbidden West. I just gotta remember the guy's name, Gildan.
Tub of stagnant water. Charming.
The guy just has a motor mouth on him, doesn't he?
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly a little further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. See what I can find. Looks like I could jump across that. Like a new rusty hardware. Thanks, I think.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
My baby don't mess around.
I forgot the words. Yeah. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my MO. No heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band-Aid. We need one.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Huh? You're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
It's set up the same way on this side. I should look for an access tunnel. Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again. Hang on, okay? I've got a plan. Can't just straight to the counterweight from here. I'll put down here. Going down. Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim there.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Hmm.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. Never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils.
Okay, Shells, we're not focusing on that right now. Recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of capture practice, right? Merch. Merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
Just want to make sure there's nothing else to pick up around here.
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
Yeah, should we read that? Frozen Wilds text data points. Quest. Yo, Shelly, I'm trapped in servitor of hell over here. Got in this morning, and as usual, that one half-baked chrome dolt was bumping up against the locked entry door in the reservoir room, moaning about requiring entry into the totality of the facility. Between its robot voice and those weird, grindy sounds its limbs make, the acoustic reminded me of a track from one of its less accessible German post-punk bands. Told them every night the pipe network decouples so that the reservoir can fill, and every morning it has to be reset manually. All you have to do is turn the valve thingy so that the water flows directly to the pump. The rest of the servitors seem to get it, but this guy won't stop bugging out. I mean, I know we're supposed to be on-site advisors, but this is getting ridiculous. Do I have to scratch the instructions into their stupid, shitty faces? Oh, shiny faces, sorry.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That's not quite right.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan. This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Something's not right.
Been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Carja puzzle box.
Yeah, that should do it. We should go back. See if there's anything else to do.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed because of the flooding. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here.
You smell that? Smells like a forge-side morning in the claim.
Check this out! We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that, or...? Totally! Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec. Laura? I need to take a break. Laura? Hey! Laura!
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room...
Those drainage pipes lead into another room. Wonder what's in there.
Would you look at that? Ha! You've drained this place completely! Could be that this old ruin is hiding a few more secrets down below. Of course, that storage room still awaits our perusal. I can't wait! Almost there! Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand. Just like Mom and I used to.
Down,
what are you
up,
doing
right.
with your hands there, girl? I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, 2 more times? Ah, shucks. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. It's soon all time. For our adoring fans, it's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We can practice in holospace. People always say that.
Could have swooped.
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I would... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, no. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve! not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great Blazing Forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make. Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the Forge! Ha! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon?
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Laolai's already at the den.
Missions Joyride. To Shelley Guerrero Mackenzie from Moore Bogle. Missions Joyride. Okay, girl, you are never going to guess what happened on my way home last night. First thing, I heard this sound like a herd of killer bees escaping out of a tin can. Then there was this weird light through the trees. I was totally hoping it was aliens, but nah, it was one of those old blue spectrum LEDs. Looked super creepy on the snow. As it got closer, I heard some Yahoo letting out this weird guttural man shriek, as if you were doing some macho primal scream therapy, you know, with 1,000 RPMs between his legs. Said Yahoo was none other than Dodd Blevins, our new director of security, or whatever his $20 title is. He was actually riding an old snowmobile. They're like 1,000 times more polluting than a combustion-era car. My expert professional opinion, Blevins is a grade-A douche canoe. I decided not to stick on the security bot on his flabby rear. After all, he's practically our boss for the next 2 weeks, but Shells, you might want to take a bathroom break now, because you're going to lose it when you find out what I did and said. I was standing right near one of the tall signs, and I could tell Blevins was headed for me, so I reprogrammed the sign to swap directions between Fairy Falls and Purple Mountain. Wicked, right? You never get a snowmobile up there. I hope he bailed out hard and had to walk back to the lodge. Guess I'll be filing my very first incident report right before this whole thing shuts down forever. I can let it slide like usual, but then where's the fun, Shells? Where is the fun? I don't like that person, whoever that is.
Stocking up. should have brought a cart. Sounds getting louder. She wasn't kidding about the sound.
Last girls on Earth. Frozen Wild text data points. Dear Nobody, the autocars are on the way. Mine will take me to my apartment in Cody. Hers will take her to Barrett Port. She brought her own luggage. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into two little suitcases. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen her in. It's for Mom, she said. She bought me this outfit, if you can believe it. Normally, who cares? But I don't know. She's already dealing with a lot. We walked through the damn day, listened to all the tapes, all these tapes, read all these messages, and maybe this is one of those sign my yearbook will never lose touch things, but I'm scared of losing more anymore. But I'm not scared. We're family. We didn't inherit each other or settle on each other. We chose each other. No amount of distance, no amount of jerks in bad suits or obsequious robots are going to tear us apart. So listen, on the off chance that someone actually does stumble onto these things, here's the truth. There was this band called Concrete Beach Party, and for a second it was the best band in the world. And you, whoever you are really, really lucky, because you're the only person who ever got to hear them.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
Drain the flood. First, Frozen Wilds trophy. Oh, my knees are killing me right now. We got a couple. Oh yeah, lodge weapons.
Not bad.
Ooh. I want that bow, I think. Oh yeah, I want that bow. Wonder if blue gleam is just something you can find out in the open.
Got too much already.
Alright, we're gonna do this and then we'll probably call it. I'm just completely ignoring my work right now, which, I mean, it's the holidays, there's not a lot going on, but... well, then I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna play next. Logical choice would say Horizon Forbidden West, but I don't know if I'm gonna need a break from Horizon after this, or if I want to just jump into Forbidden West. I think the other option is I think I'm finally getting the urge to redo Final Fantasy, the remake, the second part, and finish that platinum, because that required another playthrough.
I'm pretty far up. The Shaman's Path must be... This must be one of the markers Naltuk told me about. Looks like each marker points to another, giving directions. Wrong way. Guess I'm heading deeper into the cold, creepy ice cave. What's this chime for? To help guide the way with sound? If there's more, maybe my focus can find them.
I don't know what you're looking at there, buddy.
Yep, focus can pick up the chimes. Should help me find my way.
Good, before you go.
Not this way.
I just didn't know if that was going to have any of that blue gleam or whatever it's called.
Another marker. Good. Better go back after I grab this loot.
Set another marker. Oh, right here. I was like, where the fuck is the marker?
Okay, that way then. Took a wrong turn.
See if there's a supply crate down there.
Wait. Back?
Looking for a supply crate.
The chime. Not sure I saw this fork before.
I did.
Not this way. But then, where? Huh, I see. Up. Stalkers. Better be careful.
Yeah, no, fuck the stalkers.
Through here.
Oh, you coming up behind me? The fuck you are?
This isn't the way out. So here, though. Done with the cave. So what's next on this path? Around the bend we go. Now how do I cross this one? Down it is. Down, then up. There's the way up.
Alright, give me a second here. Where am I going?
I need to pull the rope to move this thing into position. Okay, the bridge is filling up. Made it.
No, let's do this, just because. Oh, what the fuck is this noise? No, fuck that.
Bergen wasn't exaggerating. There's definitely something new out here.
Is that a bear?
And I don't think it's friendly. upward.
Frostclaw. Go. Wasn't too bad.
Scaring new machine, down. Now back to finding Araya. Which means I've got to climb. Full already. I should be able to get up there. almost feels like sunburn. This must be the shrine Neltuk was talking about. Guess I should take some breathing. Sparkles. Let's see how it's working. Neltuk said Ourea went past the shrine, up into the mountain. I'd better take those stairs. The ladder pulled out of reach. By Ourea? Guess I'll have to find another way. An ancient door. Maybe Ourea's inside.
March 10th, 2046. I just spent 16 hours in here, trying to install upgrades to improve efficiency for the central processing unit. Project Firebreak is going to need the brain power. Let's just hope I'll have enough of my own. Anita stayed with me the whole time. We got a lot done, but every time she brushed by and I smelled her hair... Oh boy. I should just go to bed.
Lots of strange equipment. What was this place?
This is Director of Security Blevins resending the emergency supply order. Try reading it this time, okay? You weasels don't want me calling my people in SLC.
Alright, so...
Another email from my sister. I haven't got time to think, let alone reply. Oh, that photo of the girl she sent didn't do much for my conscience. Jenny looks pretty proud of her pilgrim costume. Crap. I've never missed Thanksgiving before. And chances for Christmas? Near zero. I can't even tell them that all the work I'm doing is to keep them safe.
Locked. Maybe my focus can help. Looks like the door's wired to something over here.
The door again. Okay, I've been hearing that some of our staff members are having trouble with the state-of-the-art ultra-security and absolute necessary lambent orbicular door access. So here's the slow version again. The thingy in the middle is the source node. Turn it on. Yeah, I know, hard, right. Then you've got to turn the other node so that the data stream containing your credentials gets back to the source. Some nodes are used to buffer or suspect data, so avoid those. Shouldn't be too tough because you know they're red. Like a stop sign, I'm guessing you were taught this in preschool, but with this crowd, who knows? Anyway, that's it. Get the data stream back to the source and the door opens. It's really not that hard. But if you need me to, I'll hold your hand while you give it a try. Actually, scratch that. Do it yourself. I'm not going to touch your hand.
Director of Security Blevins is writing us like a petty tyrant. I can't even sneeze without triggering his control issues.
Those nodes on the floor must be connected to the door. Something. What am I supposed to do with these lights? These things turn, changing the flow of light. All right, let's see if the door's open. fresh air ahead. Out again. Maybe I can get back inside through that structure over there. Looks like I need to get to those stairs. Not much higher to climb. Maria must be close. She has to be in here somewhere.
Frozen Wild text Dave Phone's quest. YMPF all. December 23rd, 2046. First stage of main facility complete. Attention to all staff. It's with pride that I announce the completion of the first level of infrastructure on our primary facility. This compound will be the nerve center of our project. It will require the team's continued best efforts to realize by the deadline. But even though there is much more to be done, you should be pleased with all you've accomplished so far. Please find attached a detailed plan for mustering out of the auxiliary space, which will serve as a contingency site as we proceed with the main facility. 90% of our personnel must be relocated by 5 p.m. Wednesday. If your name does not appear on the assignment list, please email Marissa with me and CC. Your dedication, talent, and intelligence remain daily sources of inspiration. Dr. Kenny Chow, Project Director.
Someone hacked the menu board to display obscene messages about our colleague, Mr. Blevins. Is this the most advanced geological project ever undertaken, or a junior high locker room? Come on, people.
Excuse me.
I ask again, as I've asked 1,000 times. Speak to me. What more would you have me do? Is there no prayer that will reach you? No mark that will break your bonds? Ah! I can't help you if you won't speak. A whisper is all I ask. To guide me. Who? No. How? How did you get here? The way was sealed by the Spirit herself.
I used one of these. I could show you.
Yes, show me. Please.
But I'll bet the goal's the same. Get the light back to the source.
Security measures. Anita, as much as I hate the fact that Blevins installed lambent Orbicular? Let's go with orbicular. Technology on the lower security door. I admit that for the auxiliary data center, it makes sense, especially given our goals for the central processing unit. I'm sure you're painfully familiar with the process by now, but just in case you need to forward instructions to your team. To access the system, activate the source node in the middle, then manipulate the other nodes to direct the data stream with your credentials back to the center. Make sure to avoid the red nodes. They are used to isolate any corrupt or suspect data. I'm sure someday you'll thank Blevins for making our work so very, very secure. Kenny.
Kenny and I don't need to fight about the laundry, so instead we fight about incommensurability and restrictions on machine intelligence.
Just want to make sure there's nothing else to scan. I think I got most of it. Alright, so let's start here.
Auxiliary channel recovered. Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. Is someone there? Aurea? Aurea, I need you.
Unauthorized transmission. Return to scheduled task.
No, I will not submit. Aurea, the daemon is forcing me. Aurea, please.
Transmission terminated.
You brought the spirit's voice back. You heard it. The voice of the spirit calling to me from the heights of Thunder's Drum. She was able to throw off the bonds of the daemon for a moment. Because of what you did. Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Aloy. Naltuk sent me. He thought that you could use my help.
He was not mistaken. You've been a revelation. Now I know for certain that the spirit endures. Perhaps together we can find a way to set her free.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I came all this way for answers, and so far, I haven't heard any.
It seems to me that you are the answer. But of course, I'll tell you all I can.
Bergren said you might know something about a man named Silence. That you may have had dealings with him at the Conclave?
When that name is spoken, secrets soon follow. Or vanish, as the case may be. Why do you want to know?
He's done some terrible things. But he's also helped me when no one else could. I don't know as much about him as I'd like to.
I would imagine his aid is very powerful, but it will not come without cost. Unfortunately, I am sworn to an oath of secrecy by the Conclave on this matter.
I get that. But you and I are trying to help each other, right?
Yes. But I would be breaking an oath, and that I cannot do.
About Silence?
I've told you all I can.
You seem to have a history with this voice, this spirit.
She saved my life. Here, years ago, during the war with the Karja. A raid scattered my Werak. I was cut off, alone. I lured the enemy into the Rime Drifts, hoping to lose them in the mist, but they endured, so I took refuge in this cave. That's when I heard her voice. A wanderer. Lost, like me. A spirit of the blue light, yet sundered from it. She asked me for aid. She chose me. But I was in no position to help, not with the Karja after me. So she helped me first. By closing a door on the mountain below, one you must have opened to get here. Locked by means similar to those found in this room. It kept the Karja from reaching me. Safe from them. I was able to do as she asked.
What did the spirit want from you?
She said she was hurt. Incomplete. She needed bones. Parts not unlike what you'd find in a machine. They were here, in this room. She wanted me to bring them to Thunder's Drum. So I did, and she showed me how to heal her. So began our communion.
You had a communion with the spirit?
Yes. Inside Thunder's Drum is a room like this one, only larger, with an altar. I went there many times to speak with her.
What did she say?
She told me she was lost and needed my help. She asked questions about our lands, our tribe. And she listened. With patience. With wisdom. I told her things long kept silent about my family, my dreams, my fears. She never tired of me. Never judged. We kept each other's company.
Aurea, what do you think the spirit is?
I see. You are not Banuk, and our songs are not familiar to you. You do not know of the blue light. That which struggles to survive in our hearts and animates the machines. The essence of life, and in its purest form. Harmony. As the anger of the machines grows, this light has faded from the world. And the spirits it sustains are stranded. That's what she is. A lost soul, cut off from what it needs. Lonely, forsaken. I must help her. We must.
I'm not sure if I understand. But I want to.
That's all I need.
The Daemon. What do you know about it?
I spoke with the spirit many times. First here, then inside Thunder's drum. The last time... She told me she was under attack by something that could not be seen by mortal eyes. Something... evil. She named it the Daemon, and said it needed her power to do what it willed. And she begged me for help, to find a way to destroy her, if necessary, to keep it from using her. That was 5 years ago. I didn't hear her voice again. Until today.
What kept you from the spirit, after it begged for help?
I went to Aratak, hoping he could protect her. But the war with the Karja still raged, and before I could reach him... I was ambushed by the Mad Sun King's kestrels, and taken to Meridian in chains. I wasn't able to return to Thunder's drum until long after the liberation. Not until last thaw.
You said you returned to Thunder's drum. That was the expedition that went bad. I saw the funeral.
Yes. Once there was finally peace with the Karja, Aratak and I gathered a Werak of great hunters to defeat the Daemon. And yet... the old door to Thunder's drum was gone, replaced by a gate we could not pass, and many machines. We were crushed. Aratak called a retreat, but we had already lost our best. We abandoned them to the snow as we fell back. After, he and I could not agree on what to do next. So I came here, hoping against hope to hear the spirit again. And because of you, I did.
Let's see if I've got this straight. We heard two voices. One you call the spirit, captured somehow by the one you call a daemon. Whatever this daemon is, it's related to the machines and why they've become more dangerous. I want to know how. Both the spirit and the daemon are on a mountain, Thunder's drum. So why don't we go there and figure out what it all means?
We can't. Thunder's drum is dangerous, more than you can imagine. The daemon has secured it. Besides, Aratak won't let us go. As chieftain, he controls the pass to the mountain, and he can't be reasoned with.
Sounds like you need a new chieftain.
Huh. There's an idea that's certain to win us friends. Huh. You said you were a hunter. And I'll wager you're not an ordinary one. It's not impossible, even for an outlander. And Aratak couldn't refuse the challenge if you were known among the Werak.
Wait, me? Challenge Aratak? I don't want to be chieftain of anything, much less a bunch of Banuk that don't want me.
But you want to go to Thunder's drum, don't you? You heard the spirit. She is suffering, tormented by the daemon. She longs to be free. And perhaps, when released from her bonds, she can give you the answers you seek.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. Fine. What do I have to do?
Get the Werak's attention to show the worth of your claim. Win at the hunting grounds. Kill bandits that prey on the cut. Or Speak to my friend Sakuli. You help her, you'll definitely get noticed.
Is there a tall neck in the area?
Yes, near the frost figures. But it's been frozen in ice for generations. What does that have to do with anything?
It'll help. Trust me. Maybe even more than I thought.
If you say so. Do all you can. When the time comes for you to throw your spear at Aratak's feet, I will be there to back your claim. Until then, I'll be here to answer any questions you have about the challenge. Oh, and one more thing. In the box over there is a weapon, like my own. Take it. You may find it useful.
Cold. Very cold. I get it.
Let's do this. Let's go weapons. The sound of the snow is really satisfying. It looks all fluffy, so it probably wouldn't make that sound, but it's still... Okay, let's see. Complete the trial, fuck. Alright, we're gonna look for... My dog is getting daggers into my soul right now. I'm gonna look for a fire. It's over here to the left. There's some...
Tough, but I'm used to it.
There it is. I want to find all this blue gleam. So there's another one like right there. I can get that friggin' no.
Red light means trouble. can't carry more.
If Ikri's not coming back...
She'll be back. She never falters.
If she has...
What are your hunters doing so far out here?
We are of the White Teeth, come down from the jawbone of Banur to test those who would run with us.
The test? In those hunting grounds?
No, it is an ordeal. Survive upon the glacier and the knife trail, as our ancestors did. It's been a harsh season. Two have yet to return. We shall wait. Then we shall bless their attempt. Then we shall leave.
What does this ordeal involve?
To scale the glacier's face and endure 4 days and 4 nights, sustained only from the frozen ground and the machines. Our shaman has blessed the ordeal and permitted their harvest.
Metal to fashion weapons. The rest is forbidden.
What about the two who haven't returned?
It was their ordeal to face alone. Their life or death. Those who return know the White Teeth run alongside them. Those who do not know the White Teeth marked their attempt.
How generous. What about the two who
It was those who return.
How generous. You're from Banur. Do you know about Aratak and Aray?
Strong names indeed. They have many songs. But there is a reason they roam out here, in the cut, and not among the great Waraks. This obsession with Thundersdrum will be their undoing.
So who are the White Teeth?
Warriors. The first and the best. All young hunters hungry for the fight seek to run with us. Now the machines are angered. There was always fighting. We are well served, eh, Shaman?
Every day lightning cracks in the smoke of battle. Every night a new name to honor in song.
Aren't you even going to look for your missing hunters?
In time. As months pass, the meltwater often carries them.
Unbelievable. If there's a chance they're alive, then I'll look for them.
Even if they did still live, they will not accept your aid, Outlander.
Nothing else can be relied upon.
We'll see.
Better to die with your bowstring drawn.
Survival is sacred. So they leave people to die?
The songs are more than just stories. To sing is to perform a ritual.
Right, we're gonna save it here, and we'll probably pick this up in a little bit. But I need to do some work stuff, so I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Let's just go ahead and save it. Alright.